It seems like millions are paying attention to the president's words. Check out these lines from states like Arizona, Oklahoma, as well as Indiana and Missouri. NBC News reports nearly 60 million ballots have already been cast, with many of those being first-time voters. Now, according to state voter data, signs point to an increase in new female Democratic voters in Pennsylvania and new male Republican voters in Arizona, both considered key states to this election. Another key state, North Carolina. Looking at the Carolinas overall, we're seeing record turnout. The latest data released just today shows more than 4 million people have already cast their ballot in the Tar Heel state. That's more than half of registered voters in the state. South Carolina is just shy of the 2 million mark for the early voting period. Well, early voting for both the Carolinas will end tomorrow. If you have any questions about the process or where your voting location is, we've got you covered. Just scan the QR code right there in the middle of your screen. Right now, it will show you what locations are available, the hours, and what you should bring and need to bring. You can also text the word election to 704-329-3600 to get our complete election guide. And with many eyes on North Carolina, there's a big focus on Mecklenburg County. I went one-on-one with the Mecklenburg County Democratic Party chair on their plan to boost voter turnout.
With the end in sight,
we're in the final 100 meters. We can see the finish line.
Democrats in Mecklenburg County continue to work to flip the state in favor of Kamala Harris.
You know, thanks to this incredible group of volunteers, we've got about 5,200 volunteers. Several hundred people from out of state who've been coming in and joining us. We've been able to knock on almost 300,000 doors here in Mecklenburg County.
Drew Cromer, the chair of the Mecklenburg County Democratic Party, says that's up from the 35,000 doors 2 years ago. Right now, with just a day left of early voting in North Carolina, the state is breaking its record early voter turnout in the 2020 election. Cromer says boosting voter turnout in the county is key to win the state.
You know, we have more registered voters in Fulton County, Georgia. This is the county in Mecklenburg that is the largest Democratic county, has the largest number of registered Democrats, but it's our worst performing Democratic county. And you can't expect to win statewide races like the presidency or governor or some of these other ones with your largest Democratic county being your worst performing Democratic county.
Which is why he says this go round, they've gone from 0 paid staff members to 25, raising almost $2.7 million this election cycle, and ahead of Harris's visit to Charlotte Saturday.
I think the message I want to hear from Vice President Harris when she comes here on Saturday is the importance of actually going and voting this year.
And we mentioned North Carolina is a key state, and we're just hours away from both camps campaigning here to try and win the state's 16 electoral votes. Vice President Kamala Harris will be in the Queen City tomorrow. There's a concert planned at PNC Music Pavilion from 5 to 9 p.m. And former President Donald Trump is going to be in Gastonia Saturday. He'll be addressing supporters from the Gastonia Municipal Airport at noon before heading to Greensboro for a rally at First Horizon Coliseum.